We're back with the best of Bleav Network Hour on Stadium. Do you believe?
And that's why I hope that Coach Rule can pull them together and make them understand it's not about him, it's about we, not me, coming together. So they will get that mindset that we have to pull this together. But we're going to have to get, and I'm sorry, but we're going to have to recruit better players than we have to be able to have the players to have the kind of confidence in each other. Because, like I said, Amani Johnson and a couple other people like that who played second string at when I played. They're all pros, but when the second team came in, it was no different. So we can't have a drop or lag because we don't really have a personnel in there. So they have to be smart, and I hope he's a smarter coach than he is tough. The players got to be tough, but the coach is going to have to be smart and really pull them together where they really appreciate and don't want to let the coach down.
Well, and I think creating a culture where you want the players got to want to be there. You know, you can't be wanting to leave every year. You got to create a culture where people want to get into this and they want to stay there for 4 or 5 years and develop.
Right.
And if they know they're going to get developed and have a chance at going to the NFL, because I mean, if you come in from high school and you don't really develop, I mean, your chances of going to the NFL are pretty darn slim. So, I mean, they got to develop the players, and I heard him say that's going to be one of the things that they work on. They got to develop the players, and I heard him say that they work on. They got to develop the players, and they work on. They got to develop the players, and 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 they got to develop the players, and
part of me is going to play armchair psychologist and say this is Chris McIntosh saying I'm the sheriff in town. I'm the big boy. And Jim Leonhard is the hire that everyone expected me to make and sort of everyone's pushing to make. But no, this is my organization. And
But he's okay. Listen, I really like Mac, but he did 2 huge things in the span of 7 weeks.
Yep.
That
they
to me
feel unbadger-like.
big decisions.
They feel unbadger-like.
Well,
and
maybe it's more he's like maybe he was brought in to be the axe that people think's needed. I don't know. It does seem very businesslike and not very Wisconsin way. I would say that I read online that people are like, "Oh, Jimmy's the safe bet," but Jimmy was not a safe bet. He was the guy that they've been grooming to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And Jimmy has a plan. Like he has a whole
vision
and path that we just didn't let him do. Listen, I am not arguing that Fickell isn't a good hire. I'm just arguing that we had Jimmy Leonard, we didn't give him an opportunity, and Jimmy unites everybody. He unites Wisconsin. He unites the alumni. You split alumni. I've been in. People are like, "Hey, it's great," and people are like, "This is terrible." So you're all over the board. Listen, for the program, if Jimmy's not there, I love this hire. I've been in. People are like, so you're all. If Jimmy's not there, I love this hire. I've been in. People are like, so you're all. If Jimmy's not there, I love this hire. So you're all. If Jimmy's not there, I love this hire. So you're all. If Jimmy's not there, I love this hire. So you're all. If Jimmy's not there, I love this hire. If Jimmy's not there, I love this hire. I love this hire. I love this hire.
Yeah. Was this an appropriate hire by the University of Auburn?
Yeah, I want to be clear. It's not a redemption story. This is a story about people that want to win. Auburn wants to win badly, and they saw a guy beat Nick Saban 2 years in a row at Ole Miss, and they think that he can do that. And that's what this is, because there is a lot of this that's going to be difficult for people to digest. Yeah. This is not about what happened at Ole Miss. At Ole Miss, where, for anyone that was unfamiliar, Hugh Freeze was found by school officials to have made multiple calls to an escort service on a school-issued phone. He claims it was done by mistake. Multiple times is a mistake on that. You draw your own conclusions. That stuff, the probe about playing players, I don't really care about that stuff. What you do inside your marriage, not my business. Mm-hmm. What you do paying players, we see it happening now all the time. It's got a legal name in NIL. I think that's objectively great. I think players deserve money, and so I have no problem with that, even if, some of that stuff you can say is inconsistent with the persona that he puts forward publicly. But when you go and look at Liberty, there was a young woman there who was a part of a 20-person lawsuit against the university for mishandling sexual assault cases on campus. Mm-hmm. This young woman was an alleged sexual assault victim that received a DM unprompted from Hugh Freeze in defense of Ian McCaw, their athletic director, who was also the athletic director at Baylor during the Art Briles scandal there, and questioned why, saying she didn't know Ian McCaw and that he was a Christ-like leader. And she put these DMs out there not to do anything other than to say, I don't want to have contact with this person. I'm putting this out here to let him know I do not want to have this kind of contact. And so the one thing I want to make abundantly clear is people that are objecting to this do not object to what happened at Ole Miss. That is, whatever you want to deal with morally there, but it is about what happened at Liberty and that being part of something, because redemption narrative, second chances have to happen when progress has been made and there's actual contrition that's shown, and I don't think we've seen that in this situation. So once again, this is about Auburn making a choice about winning that we see happen time and time again. Deshaun Watson's getting ready to play a football game this week.
Yeah.
We see organizations and teams and groups in sports make decisions that are in their mind in the best interest of winning. And I don't think we've seen that in this situation. Deshaun Watson's getting ready to play a football. Their mind in the best interest of winning. And I don't think we've seen that in this situation. Deshaun Watson's getting ready to play a football. Their mind in the best interest of winning. And I don't think we've seen that in this situation. Deshaun Watson's getting ready to play a football. Their mind in the best interest of winning. Deshaun Watson's getting ready to play a football. Deshaun Watson's getting ready to play a football. Deshaun Watson's getting ready to play a football. Deshaun Watson's